Just to let y'all know, we all have our hard times. We all have our good times. But you gotta think about it. How many of those times are good out of the bad? You gotta look at the positive things in life. Don't look at the negative. The more you look at the negative and what you don't have, the more you won't have. You gotta have focus. You gotta be focused on what you want to achieve in life. If you know what you want to achieve in life, trust me, you will go places. You will go far. You would be able to do things you could never imagine yourself doing before. Trust me. I know from experience. Me, growing up, I didn't always have what I wanted. I had to earn it. But looking back on it now that I'm 20 years old, those were good things. Those were things that was going to push me further in life. Those were things that were going to give me the courage to take the next step. Those were things that would open my eyes and show me the reality that we're all living in as of today. And trust me, things changed. Things changed a lot. And it's crazy. It's really crazy in how things changed. You know? But like I said, you gotta look at the positive things in life, because that's the only way you're gonna get somewhere. I hope y'all take what I'm saying now to the heart. Carry this with you as you grow up. Give it to your kids. Show them how things should really be. Because you never know what's going to happen. You never know when you're going to lose your life, or how long you would have to be able to pass this information on to the next generation. You should always want to be able to leave something behind. Either it's property, either if it's money, or it could even just be words, simple little words and information that would guide them to doing something that they couldn't have imagined themselves doing before. You gotta be able to take the next step. You don't be scared. Don't be scared to mess up, because everybody's messed up. Nobody's perfect. Not one person out here is perfect. If that makes any sense. I mean, I hope it does, because shoot. There's a few moments in life where I thought I wasn't going to be anybody, or where I thought I wasn't going to get nothing, or I was going to get nowhere. And surely, the more I believed that, the more I wasn't going to go nowhere, the more I wasn't getting anywhere, the more I wasn't doing anything at all. You gotta think about it. Change your mindset. When you change your mindset, trust and believe it, man. Things will just flow. It'll all come naturally. I mean, me personally, being the person I am, I don't like to read a lot. But as of recently, I started reading again, and yeah, there are some really great stories out there. Words are powerful. Think about it. If we had used our words to prevent wars, yeah, and nobody was crazed about all this money, or how we was going to make it in life, yeah, things would be different. We'll be able to work together and build our community. Like, I live in Chester. It's outside of Philadelphia. I mean, it used to be a bad place. It's okay. It's not as bad as people make it seem to be, but I lived there for about 11 years. And not once have I ever been involved with the wrong crowd, or have I ever attempted to do something that I know I would be behind bars for? Because thinking about those things, it's not someplace you would want to be. Like me personally, I've talked to people who's been behind bars, who've been in prison for X amount of years, and they all say the same thing. It's not the place to be. Always Do better for yourself before you can do better for someone else. Like, think about it. Say you're on a boat and your boat is drowning. How are you going to help everybody else if you're drowning with them? How are you going to make it out safely? How are you going to show them the way? How are you going to lead them if you're drowning? Don't drown in your thoughts. Drown in the action. Do what you always wanted to do. Just do it. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. It's just the fact that you're capable of doing anything you put your mind to. Literally. That's one of the best gifts God has ever given us, is our free will. Because our free will is what allows us to say, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to start recording, or I'm going to draw this logo and make it something big, make it something that nobody has ever seen before, or just wake up and say, I'm going to have a good day and today's going to be awesome. You know? Always pass on that positive energy. I promise you, it'll be the best thing that's ever happened to you. The better you think of yourself, the better your life will be. So, determination is key. So is motivation. Be your motivation. Be the you always wanted to be. A lot of people say anime. Anime is not a bad thing. You gotta change the way you think about it. Look at it. Listen to the story. Because the story is always going to be something big. Something better. Just, yeah. Because look, there's animes out there that have morals. They have stories that push people to say, yes, I'm going to change myself today. Yes, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to make a change. And then what happens? You wake up and you make a change. You do those things that you said you was going to do. Don't let nothing hold you back. Like I said, be the best you. Don't get me wrong. You may have falling outs with family and all, but those are the people that's always going to have your back at the end of the day. Trust me, I know. Take it from personal experience. Like I said, I may have had moments where I didn't really agree with my family, or I just didn't enjoy life as what it was given to me. But now that I go back and think on it, it's actually really, really good for you. Talk to your family, talk to your siblings. If you don't have siblings, talk to your parents. I mean, I know some of y'all out there don't have your parents anymore, but you can't let that hold you back. You gotta think about it. If they had such low expectations for you, trust and believe, you would probably be under a bridge somewhere, or you'd be down in the freaking dumps. You would just be down, depressed, sad. You gotta think about it. Take that as fuel, motivation. Say, I'm gonna do these things that they always knew I can do, and take it to the next level. And then only then you will be able to do those things that they knew you can do. Don't make an excuse saying, oh, I can't do it because I'm working, or I can't do it because this is going on in my life, or I can't do it because I'm depressed. No, that's not the way you think of it. It may be hard, it may be tough, but you gotta wake up. Wake up, people. Like I said, this brings me back to when I was saying you can't let nothing hold you back from doing what you always knew you could do, or what you really, really wanted to do. You gotta take life by the wheel and take control. Think about it. If you're driving a car and you spin out, what do? You take control of that wheel and you get yourself straight. That way you don't end up crashing. You gotta think about life the same way. You take life by the wheel and you get it straight so you don't end up crashing. Don't get me wrong, you may swerve off to the side every now and then, but other than that, you got control. You're going in that direction that you really wanted to go. I mean, shoot. Yeah, it's definitely life. That's life in a nutshell. Shoot. Yeah. But look, I understand. It may be tougher for other people because not everybody is made the same. We're all different individuals. Are we not? Some of us have a hard exterior. Some of us are just putting up walls just because they don't want to get hurt or they're scared to lose something. They're scared the same thing that happened to them before is going to happen again. And you can't let that happen. You gotta move forward. Gotta be the bigger person. You have to stand up and think, that's who I want to be. Look at Michael. Look at Malcolm X. Look at Martin Luther King. If they wasn't to have stood up and said, I'm going to end slavery, or I'm going to make a difference, I'm going to end segregation, I'm going to make it so that everybody of my skin color can make a difference or have the opportunity to make a difference. If they wasn't to say those things, nothing would have changed. If they was to be scared to say those things and stand up for what they believed, nothing would change. Everything would be the exact same as it was back then. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some things still are the same way. I mean, that's life. But it's 2021 right now. We're going through a crisis. Corona. Or COVID-19. Whatever you want to call it. But you can't let that stop you from doing what you want to do. You can't let that stop you from being the best you. Because if you do, trust and believe, you're going nowhere. You're not going to make it in life. I know that's hard to say. It's tough love. That's what it is. It's tough love. So, you know, just think. What will you do within the next 5 years? Where will you be within the next 5 years? Tell me. I'll get back to y'all after this break.